So welcome to Maythorn Monday, and I'm quite surprised. We've come to Marina D'Or, which is somewhere that we came a lot in the past, and this is the end of September, and look how busy it is on the beaches here. I have to say my first impression on arriving here is that the whole place is livened up and there's a lot more going on. But we shall find that out over the next 24 hours, which is as long as we're staying this time.
Under the sun, where the waves softly sigh, Marina D'Or, where dreams learn to fly. Hotels like castles, touching the blue, a kingdom of laughter, a paradise view. Oh, Marina D'Or, you're calling me back with your golden beaches, your sunlit track.
I think it's been about 18 months since I was last here, and my favourite part of the resort, the gardens, were shut then and they're still shut now, still closed for maintenance. And we're disappointed that the rest of the gardens are in a mess, there's no fish, and the birds seem to more or less have all gone, except perhaps for one.
Long sandy stretches, the ocean's embrace, a world of beauty, a magical place.
I couldn't find my camera just before I left, so we've only just found out what happened to it. I've been using Jess's camera because she came along as a sort of 21st birthday outing and wanted to see how it's all looking these days. And we just had a text from Bob, the handyman, who's working at my shared house, and he said, I've taken the wrong coat from the hall, and my camera and my microphones are in the coat I've left in the hall, and I've come away with somebody else's coat. I just couldn't believe it. Anyway, at least what the camera Jess has got is a Pocket 2, and it was my spare one, and she's had it for some time now, and it's the camera she took to Switzerland. So she's going to be doing some of the filming here, I think. But we're only here in Marina D'Or for one day. This is a very short break because you haven't taken any time off, have you? Effectively, you.
I took Tuesday off.
Right. So these are your off days normally, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So let's get on and see what we find out about the place. You've convinced me to have San Miguel, and so cheers to all of you watching, and stay tuned.
So the first hotel you come to as you walk off the beach is now called the Magic Games Hotel. It was the 3-star. Across the road from there, there's the Magic Fantasy Hotel. There's a theme here, notice, magic. There's a Magic World, and here's an exception. This was the jewel in the crown of the Marina D'Or hotels. It was the 5-star. It's now called the Pontiana, and it looks like it's been downgraded to a 2-star. As you walk up the street from there, you pass all the little shops, mostly souvenir shops, a few bits of clothing. At the top of the street is the Magic Inn Hotel. And from here we cross over Avenida Barcelona. This is the main dual carriageway which splits the front line apartments from the second line apartments.
These are the road trains, the tourist trains that go all around Marina D'Or. And what we've noticed as we've been wandering around is that all the hotels have changed their names. This was the Grand Duque. It's now called the Sports Hotel. And if we move on a little further, there's another train parked here. You'll notice some new bits and pieces up there, which I assume is some kind of water park again. They've already changed the adventure park for the kids down by the 5-star hotel into a kind of water park, and now they've done it to this. And this has all been done by a new group of hotels called the Fuertes Group. They've bought the whole lot, the package of Marina D'Or hotels, for 70 million euros. They aim to take this area into one of the prime tourist locations in Europe. Well, we've been waiting for that for 20 years. It took kicking Marina D'Or, the original company, out to get it started. It looks like it's well underway.
I should add that that's actually called the Magic Sports Hotel, and as we walk along the back road towards Mercadona, we'll see the Magic Land Park. Next door to that theme park, there's the karting track. I've filmed this on many an occasion. I won't be filming it today because it looks like this. Don't forget your toothbrush. Remember that? Well, Jess forgot her toothbrush, so we've gone into Mercadona, which is the next stop along the back road, and there are plenty of toothbrushes to choose from. Next stop, Costa del Azahar 1, the building where we had our apartment, and oh no, there's a magic touch here as well. Walking away from the Costa del Azahar blocks, and you can see a lot of portable railings that are all ready to go up for the sports event that's happening a couple of days from now.
Courts of sport, where the heart finds its beat. Every game played beneath the heat. Long sandy stretches, the ocean's embrace. A world of beauty, a magical place. Palms whisper secrets, the moon starts to rise. Flamenco and echoes, stars in the skies. Oh, Marina D'Or, you're calling me back.
But I may not be listening. We were going up the coast now, back towards Barcelona. We're staying in the Hotel 170 in Castelldefels, and I particularly like this open feature. It's the staircase between the floors, but there's no glass, and you can see straight out. We're set on a fairly main road, it's a bus route, but it's amongst all this woodland, and it was a 15-minute walk from the railway station through the woodland to get to the hotel. Keep going in the same direction, another 10 minutes, and you're at the beach. And we found our happiness right here, and Jess has found her latest supply of sex on the beach.
Beach cafe in Castelldefels now. We're on our way back to Barcelona from our day in Marina D'Or, and I was quite disappointed, I have to say, particularly with the accommodation we had. We used a local agent called ACV. They charged us for linen, which was just sheets, and for towels. They were extra, and we'd already prepaid the booking through booking.com, and so we had to pay for that. We were in Acapulco 4, which is a frontline apartment with 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So Jess is with us, so she got her own bathroom and bedroom. And we had good views from there, nice balcony views of the sea down the side of the building, and towards the back end there were views across the water park. Never been convinced that this actually does any business. I must admit, every time I've been to Marina D'Or, the place has been totally empty and not open, so really don't know what's going on there. The disappointing thing with the rental of the 2 nights in Acapulco 4 was when it was checked out. They'd taken €120 deposit from us, and they deducted €40 for taking out 2 bags of rubbish after we left. Now, the story about the rubbish is they expect you to take out your own rubbish when you leave, and yet, and this is reading from their own terms and conditions, the local council rules say you can only put rubbish in the bins, or dumpsters as you might call them, between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. So we were leaving at 8 o'clock in the morning. We'd created this rubbish, we'd had breakfast, and legally apparently we couldn't actually put it in the dumpsters, so we had to leave it. But anyway, what kind of clean-up operation after a rental doesn't take the rubbish out? I have never heard of anything like it. And if you're going to charge €40 for taking out 2 bags of rubbish, which is done by cleaners only earning a few euros an hour, that is a real rip-off. I was really annoyed about that.
But then I got a few negative vibes while we were in Marina D'Or, and the last one of those was when we went to Oropesa station to book the ticket back to Barcelona, and they wanted to see our passports. Bear in mind, we've been travelling backwards and forwards between Oropesa and Barcelona now for well in excess of 20 years. We've never been asked for our passports before. What was all that about? And let's face it, if we went to the ticket machine and bought the tickets, ticket machine isn't going to want to see our passports. The whole experience was a bit negative, and I don't really like the way Marina D'Or is going anymore.
The joy never fades. Marina D'Or, where memories are
So Jess and I are having to share this microphone. It's actually the one that came with her camera because, well, I've told the story of how I managed to leave mine at home. I was just going to ask you, you've come to Spain with us for old time's sake, but it doesn't form part of your bucket list because you've been here before. So explain how your bucket list is working.
So my bucket list, by the time I'm 30, I want to be able to go to 10 new countries. I've already been to 2 this year, Switzerland and Italy, and next year I'm going to Bulgaria and Greece and hopefully New York if I have the money, so that will be 3 new countries.
Right, and are you going to Bulgaria with anyone particular by any chance?
Yeah, with you guys.
We have a house there, of course. So yeah, that's a good bucket list. I mean, you're going to achieve this before you're 30, surely?
Yeah, probably by the time I'm 25, to be honest.
Yeah, that's quite a bucket list.
Yeah.
Most people have bucket lists later on in life. What made you decide to have one now?
I don't know, it's just thought, like, I saw stuff on, like, Instagram and Facebook that, like, obviously tomorrow's not always promised, and I was like, I'm going to do a bucket list and I want to be able to do a few stuff before I turn 30 and live my life.
Yeah, that's good. And I hope that when you've achieved those, you then
I'll look back on it,
and also get another list for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
So, moving on, just one more thing I was going to mention was that you've come away from Marina D'Or with 3 new tattoos.
Yeah.
I know, because I was outside the shop waiting. It was only supposed to take an hour or so. I think it was nearly 3 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, he said no longer than 2 hours, but the one on my hip took a lot longer because it was all shaded.
Yeah, it is very good though.
Yeah, it is.
I won't ask you to show it now.
Yeah.
But I mean, we arrived there in the daylight and left there in the dark, so that was a pretty long session.
Yeah.
Painful as well, you said?
The hip was very painful, but the ones on my arms weren't too bad.
So you planning any more tattoos anytime soon?
Probably when I'm back in the UK, maybe next year when I have the money again.
Right, so there you are, bucket list and a tattoo list. And this is Jess, who takes one of my cameras around and hopefully will bring us some of those countries.
Yes.
Tap the rhythm, feel the ground shake, dancing in twilight as hearts awake. The sea sings along, the breeze hums the tune. Marina D'Or, under the silver moon.